Oh man, we are live. Folks, it's Sunday and we are heading off into an awesome week. This is Veterans Week, and on Thursday, it'll be Veterans Day. And there is a squad out there that is tearing up the Instagram, tearing up the Stoke, beating anxiety and depression, and just having a blast together. That crew is the Bomber Crew. And man, I cannot wait for you all to meet them. They are all backstage tonight on the segment. And before we get started, I do want to say what's up to everybody. Man, we're popping off already. We got Isaiah Bernstein. He says, ready for it. Timothy Haley says, send it airborne. Air Blair, what's up? Air Blair. Blair says, let's get ready to rumble. Adam Mock is in the house. What's up, Adam? He says, is this a partay? It is on a Sunday evening. We got Air Blair Timothy. Adam saying, yo, it's a party in there already. MTB Nick, 123. What's up, everybody? I know that there was a big Sky Park ride today for trail dogs, and a lot of the folks are out there. I hope you guys had a great time. Sky Park is always awesome. If you're listening to this live, type in where you rode today or where you rode this weekend. And without further ado, I do want to say one more thing here. MTB Nick is saying, MTB Nick 123 saying, Bomber Crew MTB is a great group of guys. Rode with them a couple times. Yeah, man, they really seem like super good dudes. I've been communicating with them. One of their founders, Fred, I've been communicating with him on Instagram and just following all the cool posts on IG and watching their stories. So here we go. Without further ado, let's introduce part of the squad, and then we will take it from there. So what's up? What's up? Yeah. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Fred, we have Nick, and we have Anthony in the studio. Fred, you are the founder of this group. You guys really just came on strong within the last couple months, but how new is this group and what are you guys comprised of? Friends, veterans?
Yes, we are very new. We're only, I think, like 6 months old. We've all been riding bikes together for a while, but Bomber Crew itself, as like a real deal, started right before our big Memorial Day ride. And we just came in strong that day. We had guys from what are they called? EVA. They joined us, and man, they just made our ride huge. You know what I mean? So that was the kickoff of what we like become now, and yeah, that's what it is.
That is awesome. Now you guys are friends, but some of you are also veterans, and one of your missions is similar to like EVA for PTSD.
Right.
Fred, what is that mission that you guys have?
So I myself, I'm a Marine Corps veteran. These guys are our friends. One of the other originators, just him in a little bit, Greg, is also a veteran. One of my buddies from more than 10 years ago. And basically what we're trying to do is just get anybody who's dealing with bad thoughts or anything like that, sitting at home on the couch, just out on the trail, to join us. And man, we provide this like environment where everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter how good you are, what kind of bike you ride, like just come out and ride with us. We guarantee a good time. We're gonna laugh. If you fall, we're gonna pick you up. There's that type of environment is what we're trying to create for everybody. And yeah, just basically to prevent any type of self-harm and depression, pretty much.
That is awesome. When the whole pandemic started, those things went through the roof. Everything else was on TV, like with this and that, but depression, anxiety was kind of not really seemingly reported. And it's awesome that you guys are out there. And we all know being out on the mountain bike, how much that helps, like just getting that exercise, getting that fresh air, riding. And then, man, it's like motion is lotion. All the chemicals in your brain seem to be firing just right. And then the camaraderie,
Yeah,
you
absolutely. That's
so
the big thing. Yeah, I mean that's the big thing, the camaraderie that we have. Like, and we get a lot of veterans from different branches that come out, and we all make fun of each other, and that's what military branches do.
right.
But man, when we're out there, and even aside from riding, we all treat everybody with respect and stuff like that. We appreciate everybody's service and the sacrifices they've made. So Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
That's cool, Fred. Yeah, like brotherly love, you know? You
Yeah,
got the
exactly.
Marines and
That's
the
all
Army
it is.
guys, and then the Air Force guy comes in the room, you're like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, I mean, we had a Space Force guy the other day too. It was kind of cool, you know. We're asking him
Oh,
questions
dang.
because I mean, we don't really know too much about the Space Force or whatever. So we're
Oh,
asking him,
dang.
like picking his brain, and he was like telling us all this cool stuff. We're like, all right, well, we'll keep it on the hush because they're not really
Right,
giving us all that. Yeah,
stick a bomber crew logo on him. You guys are all in the same squad now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh man, come on. A few more shout outs. Anoy P is on here, says, "What's up, everyone?" Man, Nick06 is on. He says, "Marshall Canyon this morning."
yeah, we were at Marshall Canyon this morning. It was a big group of us.
That's
Were out there.
awesome. I saw some footy, man. You guys getting some air. You guys getting
Yeah,
some air out there. Looks so
yeah,
fun. MTB 5010 Sully says Lower Otay Lake.
right. That's
Lower
where he's
Otay.
coming from. Huh? Awesome.
Sick, sick. Oh man, look at this. The hilarious normal MTB or what's up,
Right.
Seabass? He's on here watching you guys tonight.
Sweet.
Dude, love
That
his.
is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it? Go ahead, Anthony. You were saying?
I just love his videos, man. They're always entertaining to watch, and always brings a laugh to me.
Oh, it's so good, right?
And
He does so. So I didn't realize Normal MT Beer had a YouTube channel, so I just went and checked that out. I've been looking at his IG, but if you guys haven't had a chance to check out his YouTube, also very, very good. Air Blair is saying, "Thank you for our freedom."
Oh man,
Thank you, boys.
we appreciate the
So
support.
yeah, no, man, really, really thank you guys. And a lot of the service folks I see in the chat here tonight as well. Thank you all for your service. I'm happy to have you on the podcast. Want to honor the whole spirit of everything and you guys in this group, particularly. Adam Mock says, "Love the bomber crew mission."
Yeah.
We got Timothy Haley says, "Where do you guys ride at?" I guess that's a question we could take now. Where are you guys mainly at?
Where don't we ride? I mean, we're all in Southern California, right? So we try to hit all the local trails in Southern California. Every weekend we're hitting a different trail. We kind of get together, just the originator guys, just us and the other guys, and we kind of figure out where we're gonna ride, and what type of riding we're gonna have it be or whatnot. So intermediate, beginner, whatever. And then usually I'll like midweek I'll post where we're going. But I mean what have we done? We've done everything like Santiago Oaks, Marshall Canyon, Waterworks.
Ooh,
I mean, all the local spots, Greer, just
love it.
everything in the area.
park season, we're at the bike parks
Yeah,
too.
bike parks. Yeah, he's our bike park guy. He's always hitting all the big stuff at the bike parks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And look too, like they're out there always tearing it up. So
going
we're all
big.
over. We ride everywhere.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I feel like every time I go out now, I'll see somebody in either a Bomber Crew shirt or I'll see a sticker somewhere. And I'm like, oh, these guys are awesome, man. I love it. I love it. So,
Yeah,
Timothy Haley, if you are out and about, man, you're going to see one of these folks out riding. And, man, I'd say what's up and join up with them. Timothy Haley's out of the Valencia area over by Magic Mountain.
Yeah,
So,
we had a guy drive from Santa Clarita today to meet us at Marshall Canyon. So we have guys driving from all over too, just to come down here. We have some girls that drive down from San Diego. Our friend Shiloh, she comes down from San Diego.
Shiloh.
Yeah, she's awesome. And then we have some Marine veteran that him and his brother-in-law come down from Victorville to ride with us.
oh, dang.
Another Army dude that comes down from like the Temecula area to Orange County to ride. You know what I mean? So we've got people coming in to to Orange County and LA County to just ride with us, which is super cool.
That is really cool, man. That is really good. And yeah, you guys have such a good vibe, and the mission is so admirable. Double R says knocked out a quick Fullerton loop ride start to the day. So that's where Double R was today. MTB Nick says USA. MTB Nick also says working at Trek Distribution Center, get discounts on all kinds of parts. Let me know.
Yeah, Nick's a pretty cool dude. He rode the park with us last weekend, tearing it up, man, killing it, hitting all the jumps, and yeah, awesome dude.
Sick, man. That's a good guy to know, especially right about now, where some parts may be hard to come by.
Yeah, for sure.
Timothy Haley saying, "Go Army!" So here it starts already. Bobby D says Marshall Canyon was epic this morning. There you go.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, Bobby was killing it out there with the sun. Yeah.
Normal MTBer says, so stoked about what you all are doing. Support the troops. Heck yeah, man. There he is. Oh, big. This is a big compliment, you guys, for your logo. Adam Mock, if you don't know, is an artist, professional artist, licensed coaching specialist as well. But he works for Jordan Brand, like Nike and all these like Hall of Famers. And he's looked at your logo, says your logo is dope. So
he's gonna have to hire me. I made the logo.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, there you go.
Fred's put in a couple runs in, and he got it down to one where it's solid now. It looked really good, and I think everyone's pretty impressed with how it came out.
Yeah, I think Fred, you handed me some stickers at Ernie's memorial ride, and I was like, "Ooh, dang, these are dope."
Yeah, that was a first run of stickers. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I have a background in art and stuff like that, professionally or anything, and I just play around and I just came up with it, and it took off, and we've cleaned it up throughout the months or whatever, but I'm happy with it. I'm glad everybody liked it.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's awesome. Michael Selby says, "Let's go Bombers." Love what this group is doing. There he is, Victor Bill in the house.
He's a Marine right there. He's a Marine Corps. But I don't know if you guys saw a picture recently on our Instagram where we were at Greer, and he took a spill, and he had like a stick sticking out of his leg.
What?
I don't know if you saw that. That was Mike right there. So he went all the way to the top of Greer, and then rode his bike all the way back down with a stick still in his leg, and then went to the ER. So
savage, Mike, savage. Holy cow! Oh man. Well, there is more to this group than what you see here, ladies and gentlemen. So I am going to bring in another squad member of this troop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the crew, Mr. Greg Smith. Hey, Doc, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing great. We're doing good, Greg. So from what I understand from talking with Fred, Nick, and Anthony, is that you were also one of the founders of this squad?
Yeah, me and Freddie were just talking about it. He's like, we need to start getting some stuff together. And I said, let's do it. And so, he started with the logo, and then we started just getting people together. And then I had a flag made, and then before you know it, we would have like 4 or 5 people riding with us, and then it was 10. Like today was 15, and then I don't even remember how many we had at Memorial ride, but it was upwards of 100 people, 60 some, 70 some people or something like that.
Good grief, you guys are pulling in some Trail Dog and some Transcend MTB numbers. Good grief.
Yeah. I really think it has to do with our message and what we're about, and everybody that comes and rides with us has a really good time. We have some laughs, and a few spills, and like Calvin today, he had a little off there. That's the one that came in from Santa Clarita. But
okay.
It was right in front of me and another guy, and we just picked him up, made sure he was okay, and dusted him off and got him back on the trail. We had a really great time today. It was a good run. It was I don't think it could have gone any better. We had a really good time.
That's fun. It's cool, those group rides. You really get to bond with your fellow rider, and you guys were out there as a team, as a squad, and it's almost like you don't want anybody to get left behind. You have that feeling like you're watching out for each other, you're stoking each other up. There's competitiveness.
We do a head count. We do a head count before we start, and we know what numbers we have, and then either myself or one of the other, one of the core group will hang back for somebody if we need to, and make sure, me and Freddie, we come from the same kind of cloth. I was with the Marines the whole time, so we don't leave anybody behind. It doesn't matter who it is. We'll wait for the last person to get in.
You come ride with us. We're not going to leave you behind. Doesn't matter who it is. We're going to either make sure you complete the trail. If you're not well enough, we're going to make sure you get back to the car and make sure you're good, but we're definitely not going to leave anybody behind. And that's another thing that I'm really proud of, on our rides. Like doesn't matter who it is, you come ride with us, we're not leaving you behind. So.
That's great. What about as far as skill level? You have novice to advanced ride with you guys, and that's all good. And
yeah, so we do like different types of rides, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll put it on the flyer. intermediate to advanced riders. Some trails are a little tougher, so I'll put that on there, or I'll say open to everybody, or intermediate, advanced beginners. We'll put it on there. But for the most part, man, like intermediate is kind of where we're at. We're not trying to go crazy. If some of the guys want to like send it, then we'll session an area. If you don't want to send it, you just kind of hang out. That's how it is. Yeah.
That's good, man. It's always so dope when you can get multiple skill sets out on the same day, so everyone can just take in the stoke.
Yeah, everybody vibes off each other, so it's pretty cool.
I love that feeling. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna take it easy today, and you find you're pushing yourself no matter what level you are.
All the time.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Nick and Anthony, a quick question for you guys. As far as writing and everything, how did you both join the group?
Well, for me, I know Fred like personally. We have our kids, our brother and sister. So he actually got me into riding. And it was just like our little group at the beginning, and then just like grew from there.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. And for me, I think about 7 months ago, I got my first actual full squish mountain bike.
What? You're 7 months in?
No,
yeah.
Yeah. And he stands like crazy.
You're the big park guy.
Yeah. He just sends it all the time, and I'm sitting there going, oh. And he's like, landed it.
You guys want me to do it again? Did you get the cameras wrong, right?
Yeah, he does. He'll be like, I'll be right back. I'm doing that shit again.
Yeah, so getting into it, I really didn't know where to start. And I think I posted in one of the bike group pages I was in on Facebook. And Fred actually commented on it like, yo, like, we're trying to get something out here where we can get like a beginner ride at Fullerton Loop. And I believe it was about 2 weeks before the Memorial Day ride. And I was like, well, let me go check it out. Like, I didn't know where to start or anything like that. And I showed up to the parking lot that day and, didn't really know what to expect. And Fred was there and he's like, hey, man, I'm Fred. Like, this is what we're kind of trying to do here. And from there, I was like, it wasn't even about riding the bike anymore. Like, I supported the mission he was trying to push so much that I was just like, this is kind of a solid group to be with. I rode with them that day. And ever since then, I was kind of just, even if it's out not riding specifically with Fred, it's still pushing the same mission he's trying to push. And, how he was saying, I think we all kind of have that thing of, we're pushing this so that, there's no one left out there that's in a dark place or, at home like that, because it's all bad for them, and, it's just great for us to be out there. And, like I said, even if we're not with Fred or Tattoo or Greg or whoever, we all have the same mission behind our back to get anyone who needs it, some help out there to come out and ride with us.
That's great, man. I love it. I love it. Literally no one left behind, whether you're on the trail or sitting on the couch. Like, get out there, join these guys, any skill level, have some fun and chase down those demons, try to get rid of those things. Depression and anxiety. It's so real. Michael Selby says, Doc.
That's my guy right there. I love Mike. That's my guy.
He's on it. He's on it. MTB Nick is saying, have you guys rode the Santa Ana River Trail? The SART.
Yeah.
Not any of us here particularly, but there might be one guy.
I don't know if we have.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Tattoo.
It must not be a tattoo death climb, so then we haven't. We haven't read it. It must be just level.
I see him laughing backstage there. MTB Nick is also saying, what trails are going to be riding on Veterans Day?
Waterworks.
Right.
We're doing Waterworks last Sunday.
Yeah, so Waterworks itself is like a combination of like 1,000 trails, right? So what we want to do is kind of take over the parking lot on the top. And have a few official rides going off, like a big ride where they go all the way up to what's the trail up there? I don't remember what it's called.
Rampage.
Linear Ridge.
Is it Rampage? Yeah, like Rampage. Oh, Rage. It's Rage. Like that whole area, and then come all the way back down into like Spitfire and do all that stuff. But like more like an intermediate ride. But what we really want to do is kind of after those rides, kind of treat it like a bike park. You know what I mean? Like everybody comes to hang out. We'll have a schedule going on. We want to post some raffles. We got a lot of stuff for that. So, the waterworks, the trail, like session to jumps in the bottom, just kind of everybody just have fun with everybody. You know what I mean? Like if you're not a skilled rider, then you can just go ride with somebody else that's not a skilled rider. You know what I mean? Like it's just everybody kind of taking over the whole area. That's kind of like our idea.
That sounds so fun. And just to clarify, that won't be on Thursday, Veterans Day, but that will be on Sunday, right after, right?
Right. So that's going to be on Sunday the 14th.
Okay. And what's the meetup time on that, you guys?
So we've set meet up like around 8.
Okay.
Probably kick off a ride within 30 minutes after that. A few different groups or whatever, and then we'll have a schedule posted that day and go from there. But yeah, 8 o'clock on Sunday the 14th.
Sick. That's going to be so good, man. I'm going to be in Sedona. I'm bummed that I'm going to miss that one because I know I want to ride that place. I want to ride with you guys, but I'll definitely have to get out there soon. Adam Mock is going to be a local out in that area, so maybe Adam might be able to join up with you guys that day. He said rage right there.
Come with it, Adam.
There you go. Adam also says, great idea. Waterworks is a small enough system that it would feel like Sky Park in terms of being able to connect with all kinds of riders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that was the whole idea.
The feel we want to give. Yeah.
When we talked about when we were going to do this, that's what we talked about. I thought maybe we could, just people there, and you can go up and down the hill and then know what time it is we're going to do the raffle and stuff like that, so you can kind of gauge it and stuff, and then you can kind of go at your own pace. You can go up to rage or just session the bike park feel, and then at 11 or 12, whenever we decide we're going to do it. I don't think we quite nailed it down yet, but it's going to be somewhere in that ballpark.
Okay.
And we'll do it, and then you can just show up right there, so you can kind of schedule it out the way you want.
So fun.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are stoking out. You got a lot of folks on here. Eric Robles is saying Bomber Crew.
Oh yeah.
He's another Marine right there that rides with us.
Marine. So rides with us today. He rode with us today.
This is so good. Trail Dogs is actually putting out their olive branch saying, hey, Bomber Crew, what's up, my dudes? And they also said, we can show you the ropes for SART if you ever need it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Let's do it. Awesome.
Dude. If these groups had, if those two groups had a group ride, the trails are going to be empty everywhere else.
I think we've started talking about hosting something together in the near future. So when that gets all settled, then we'll definitely make that public. That'll be cool.
That would be cool. I'll definitely, if I'm in town, I'm there. Seabass, normal MTBer says, wish I could make it out to that ride. 10-hour drive though. He's all up in Marin County. Yeah. But in spirit, he wants to be there, which is cool. Joe Kazara says, always a great time riding with the crew.
All right. Joe. Hey, that's Joe, another veteran.
Yeah.
Another veteran that rides with us. He's an Air Force guy.
Air Force. Man, we got Marines, Air Force, Army.
Yep.
This is so good. Space, what'd you say?
Navy.
SpaceX? Navy.
Oh, yeah, Navy.
We got Navy. Navy right there with Doc.
And Space Force. We rode with one dude from the Space Force.
That is sick. Definitely one crew you don't want to mess with if you're out there on the trails. Definitely want them on your side. Oh, producer Debbie is out here. She says, I have yet to ride Waterworks. Sounds fun.
Oh,
Debbie,
yeah, she come out.
Get out.
Let's do it, Debbie.
On the 14th, 8 a.m. meetup. Bomber crew will be out there. Adam Mog is helping out too. Says Debbie, it's a blast. Emmanuel saying Army.
All right, another veteran that rides with us. He's a Army Airborne guy.
Dang,
so he rides with us as well. Him and his son. His son's like 13, I think, or 12, and his son kills it too, doing all the climbs and stuff. So cool dude.
Just the full Fullerton loop with his son up there.
Yeah.
Dang. How old is the son? Is the son younger, older?
Yeah, I think he's like 13 or 12 or something like that. He's young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. So your group, all ages.
He might be, cool. Yeah, he might be younger. Yeah, I mean, all ages. If the kids can hang. Oh, he's 11.
Yeah, there you go.
I was 11.
That's
Wow.
cool.
11.
If the kids can hang, then yeah, he did. He actually did Hold the Crooks with us too, and he did the whole thing. He did Sith and all those trails.
Dang. That's great, man. That's awesome. That's what it's about. All that stoke, all those folks. Speaking of folks, there are two more of this group that are on. Now, the group's larger than what you see here. If you're watching this video, if you're listening to this, there are way more Bomber Crew, but we're going to bring on two more of the Bomber Crew. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring them out from backstage. We got Tatsu and Matt. What's
Yo.
up?
How's it going?
So
We are.
Tatsu and Matt, you guys both joined the crew. How long have you been mountain biking, and when did you join the bomber crew?
I've been mountain biking probably since like 2011, so a good 10 years. I'm not really all that good, but I would call myself a high intermediate, low.
Master climber.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a better climber than I am a downhiller, but anyway, yeah.
Same. I'm a better climber than I am a downhiller also.
The
Matt,
downhill too.
Matt, how long you been riding?
Since 2018. Kapu was my mentor, my sensei. Still riding together. He
Sick.
let me borrow his first bike, the Jameis. I crashed
Dang.
into the handlebars on one of his bikes. Broke my collarbone.
Oh man. So Tatsu, what was this? They were saying we were talking about SART earlier, and they were like, "There's probably no like death climb or something like that." They were making a reference there towards you, and I saw you crack it up. What was that about?
So I'm
Michael say the hill
known as
mass.
the person that puts everybody on the death climb. My philosophy is a little bit different. I don't take the chairlift. I earn my turns.
That's a great way to put it. Earn your turn.
I'll never forget the first time we did the loop with him. He's like, "You guys want to do a little extra?"
It was a lot of extra.
It was a lot. It wasn't a little extra. It was a lot of extra.
It was a lot of
And
extra.
I'm like, is this ever going to end?
It became like a 20-mile Fullerton loop ride. Like,
Yeah. Usually the loop's like a nice leisurely, like we just have a little fun, and kind of bomb through, right? This was like, I'm climbing, and I'm looking, and he's like, "No, just keep going, just keep going." We went through the whole neighborhood, all the way up to the horse trail to this water, and I'm like, my goodness gracious! But that and since then it's always been a very climb intensive situation when Tatsu's like, "Oh, we're just gonna go to this new place. It's no big deal. It should be no problem. We're almost there.
we're almost there.
You love the downhill. You love the downhill for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna love the downhill. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be worth the
That's
downhill.
how he
I
sells it,
promise.
huh? He sells it
Yeah,
downhill.
exactly. It'll be worth the downhill. They're like, "Yeah, but I'm so tired. I can't even do the downhill." For the last 4 hours.
He sounds like the guy that everybody's watching, getting ready in the parking lot. Like, we got to get ahead of him so he doesn't leave the pack, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's
no,
cool.
we've been super thankful to have Tatsu with our crew. He's done a lot for us, and as well as everybody. But Tatsu's really shown us all the trails. He knows where all the extra parts of the trails are. Every time we go somewhere, he's been there 10 times already, and knows that you got to park here, you got to get there, and the climb is here, and we're going to go up, and so he's been instrumental in really leading our group as far as the trails. I think everybody would agree with that.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I mean, there wouldn't be a bomber crew without Tatsu. Like, because of Tatsu is why bomber crew was born. Like, straight up.
You guys are way too kind.
Emmanuel says Tatsu is awesome, and adding the trails never gets lost. Oh, and
Yeah.
right. But
Which is why Tatsu leads and not Matt.
Hey, you enjoyed that extra credit, brother. You enjoyed that.
Oh my gosh, that was tough.
all the U-turns.
We were on Marshall Canyon and we got lost, and it was like 100 degrees, and we went like 2 miles out of the way. It was a whole deal. But
man.
so then that was the first and last time Matt let us on the show. Just kidding. We're just giving you the business, Matt. It was a fun day.
Poor Matt. Oh man.
Emmanuel's not going to believe you anymore, he says.
Yeah, I'm starting not to believe it when he says it.
Because Tatsu's always, we're almost there. We're almost at the top. We're almost there. And 2 hours later, we're like, we're redefining the term almost.
That is funny.
Almost means it's just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't drink all your water because this is just
So Tatsu and Matt, it sounds like you guys kind of came over to the Bomber Crew around the same time because you guys were buddies.
Yeah.
How did you join a group ride with the Bomber Crew? How did you
So
meet them?
so I'm gonna let Freddie start this, and I'm gonna finish it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead,
So, we'd all been just riding, me and these guys and Greg. We're just, kind of riding all the time. And, Fullerton Loop was kind of like the easiest place. That's where we just go. We didn't know anywhere else really to ride. Then I met Tattoo through like a truck group on Facebook, and he was like, "Man, you guys want to ride?" And we're like, "Cool." So we just all started riding together. We kept riding, and became friends, like really good friends. I saw Tattoo posted something about something he did for a veterans organization through his shop, Tokyo Automotive. He's the top dog over there, and so I took notice of that. And during the ride at Santiago Oaks, I was like, "Hey, I noticed what you did," and I was like, "How cool would it be if we got something together for like veterans and mountain biking?" You know what I mean? Because he had done something with his, with his shop for veterans, and so I was like, "If we get this together, man," I was like, "that would be so cool." And I mean, that's pretty much where Bomber Crew was born, on the top of one of the hills at Santiago Oaks.
Yeah, it's Santiago Oaks. Yeah.
Santiago Oaks,
So-
man.
So
Which
that
trail was that, up where the jumps are right there? You guys were
No,
on
it was one of
Santiago?
Tattoo's extra credit trails.
Yeah.
Who knows
The reason why
where that's at
we were talking is because we had just been climbing forever and we all needed a break, and then we were just hanging out, and Freddie struck up a conversation. That's how Bomber Crew was born there. Yeah, born out of our sweat and tears.
That is great. So for the folks that are listening to this, Tatsu is the head guy there at Tokyo Automotive. Tokyo Automotive is one of the sponsors of the outdoor of Tony. So that's where you always hear Tokyo Automotive when he says special thank you there. I didn't realize that's you, Tatsu. That's pretty cool.
very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
So this thing that Freddie's talking about that he noticed, we had received a Prius with a dead battery in it, and a hybrid battery, and we're like, well, we'll fix it up. And I called my local chamber of commerce and said, hey, who needs a Prius? Who needs because I've never done the PR, feel good, give it to somebody. And it just so happens that two very uncle-like veteran friends of mine, kind of older guys, right, called me up and said, hey, we want it. We want it for the Placentia Veterans Village. So we dressed it up. We put a bunch of decals on it, put some nice wheels on it, and donated it in April. And that's right about the time I'm riding bikes with Freddie and Greg here and Nick. So, yeah.
Wow. And that's the post that you saw, Freddie?
Yeah, we were super impressed by that. I mean, it's like, it was just a super cool thing to do, and Freddie and I remember talking about it. Like that was a super cool thing to do, and we were very, very impressed with him, and so it just felt right, and natural for him to be part of what we were trying to do. What Freddie's vision was, and it just felt really natural for him to be there.
Wow. That's cool, man. That is really cool how this whole thing started. And all of you boys that are on the podcast tonight, are you all do you hold a position within the group, or are you guys like
I just follow Freddie and Tatsu and do what I'm told.
Yeah, I mean,
those two.
I'm the uphill master.
Yes, that's the uphill master.
Yeah, I mean,
he doesn't know what he doesn't have directions.
I know.
I run like the Instagram pretty much. He's over here. Nick is starting to help me out there to run that page.
Nice.
I'm kind of the one who generates the the flyers and stuff like that. But I don't like to consider it just my thing. You know what I mean? Like all these guys, everybody see on your screen here, like everybody's like put in so much time and money and you know, all that stuff. It takes, you know, a whole bunch of people to actually get this thing rolling. So we don't say, oh, like, you know, you're in charge or in charge. We all just kind of naturally like take a role and just do what we got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fred's line, he's in charge. Fred's in charge.
Yeah.
We'd be lost without Fred. We'd be lost
Yeah,
without Fred.
man. I mean, you know, I'm the one who like takes care of like, you know, like merch type stuff and gets the stickers and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, everybody here is like a big part of the group. Everybody like holds a, you know, a big chunk of what we are. So
That's
And even if like, you know, Fred or Tattoo, you know, Tattoo has his own business, Fred gets busy with his family. We all have families, you know. If it comes to a weekend where Fred's out of town, you know, we go amongst ourselves like, all right, guys, if they're out, like, where are we gonna hold the ride? You know, we kind of take what we got and we work from there too. You know, so it's never just relied on one person. Like, oh well, Fred wasn't here, so we can't have the ride. You know, we just one of us automatically just kind of assumes that role and like we're like, hey, all right, let's go here and you know, let's see who we can get. Or even if it's down to, you know, like how he said, park season, I'm always there. You know, so you know. They'll be having a ride and I'll say, hey, you know, whoever else wants to go, you know, I'm hitting Summit. You know, if anyone wants to go out there and, you know, get the ropes out there, you know, I'm glad to take you guys out there too, you know, show you around. So, yeah, I think we all kind of, you know, fill each other's shoes when needed and where needed as well.
That's very, very cool. It's like an optimized group, man. You guys remind me of the Trail Dogs because it seems like they're very organized too, and they use a lot of their strengths for their positions within the group, but they also work together, but not one person's the kingpin. They all kind of just help out, and it's all for a greater good, all for the mountain bike community.
Yeah,
right.
Which is
about the mission. It's not about the mission. And when you're in the service or on a team or whatever, it's about the mission and the goal. It's not about the one person. I think most of us all feel that way. You know what I mean? It's not. It's about the mission. It's about keeping veterans and people off you know, off their couch and you know, without having dark thoughts and getting out and getting some exercise, and it makes you feel better. It keeps you motivated, and it feels good. Even a little crash feels good. You learn you're alive.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm alive and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm a falling master.
he's definitely earned his patch. So I kind of created this this little patch that it's called the Bomber Crew Death Squad, right? So if you we don't encourage you to fall or anything like that, but if you do, then you earn your Death Squad patch, right? So it's like a little icon you can put on your jersey or whatever. So
sick.
You know, try to, you know, just adds a little fun to like the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like we don't want anybody to feel bad because they crashed. Like, hey, you crashed, but you were trying hard, so hey, you earned this. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that is.
We need an airborne badge for Anthony. We need
someone. The sender badge. No kidding. Jeez.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
And Captain Jason from today. Captain Jason can get an airborne badge today.
I was with the ride with Tommy from the Reckless Riders, and they have a thing where if you crash on film, you're making the intro. So at the start of the day, they're like, no one's making the intro today. No one's making the intro today. So it's kind of like your Death Squad patch. Like, you know, it's like you want it, but you don't want it at the same time.
You want it, but you don't want it.
Right. Trail Dogs is saying
all of us here has gotten one.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I think all of us here has gotten one, earned one at one point already.
Can you earn more than one, or is it?
Now, once you earn it, that's it.
That's it. You
don't need more. You don't want to get more than one.
You don't want to. What's funny is that when I designed the jerseys, I left like a long black, like, you know, like area here so you can patch it up with stuff, and like, yeah, you can definitely do that.
That'd be
you gotta come out with some more awards.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I've got some more. I gotta make one for tattoo and climbing stuff like that. So.
Yeah, the climb master. Trail Dogs is saying that SART has a gnarly climb at the halfway point. So see, there you go, Tattoo.
Cool.
There you go. 3 mile climb after 15 miles up and down. Ooh, okay.
3 mile climb.
Approved.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that off just because we're losing people that want to participate with that being on there. Isaiah Bernstein is asking, do you guys work with Jacob Cruz with Eva for PTSD?
So EVA is actually a pretty cool group. They're really good friends of ours too. They did join us on our Memorial Day ride, and it was because of them that our ride was so successful. You know what I mean? They were a big part of that ride. A lot of their guys were out there, and that's that added to our numbers. And I mean, all those guys are awesome. They even came out with like a sweater recently, and they added our logo on there with a few other guys. We definitely like to just post a straight ride with them. I mean, it's a little tougher to ride with them. They're more in like the San Diego area, and we're more in Orange County. But I mean, I would say those guys are like our brothers right there. You know what I mean? They support us, and we try to support them.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like similarity in vibes. Yep. They got the PTSD. You guys have the self-harm and anxiety, depression piece, and both veteran backgrounds. But the group is not just all veterans. It's veterans and it's USA. It's everybody. It's a cool.
Yeah, that's one thing I say. Like, if you ride with us, your bomber crew. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a veteran. Not only veterans go through like hardships in life and stuff like that and dealing with depression. There's a lot of civilians out there too, and they don't have an outlet. They don't know where to go. Maybe they don't know anybody to ride with. So we make ourselves available for everybody. Like if whoever you are, you want to come out ride with us, like come out ride with us. Like
that's cool.
And as long as you're cool and you're not causing any issues, and come out ride with us.
Yeah, there you go. It's like you guys are like a lighthouse, man. Just when you guys put that ride out, it's just it's all good. It's all good vibes. Yeah. That's awesome. Isaiah Bernstein says it's all about the LT, right? that must be like a military thing. So forgive me, Isaiah. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I don't know what he means by that.
I don't know what that. No,
he lost me.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna type it in. Timothy says, "Love it, guys. We need to change the 22 a day to 0 a day."
That's it. 22 veterans kill themselves per day. That's the average.
That's a 22 a day. So
yeah, think about that. Every day that goes by, the average is 22 per day. Take their own lives. So if we can, we can get in dent. You put a dent in that, and even civilians, whatever, it's a tough number, that 22. It's I think about it all the time, and it's whatever we can do to mitigate that. That's what we're about.
Yeah, that's high. That's super high.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so many a day that most veterans actually have friends that have taken that route. You know what I mean? I mean, I personally do. You know what I mean? So, we're just trying to prevent that. Is a big goal for us.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
I know about my life, like 20 guys that I knew personally since I was out in 2005 myself. So it happens way too often. Way too often.
Wow, 20 dudes. Jeez, my goodness. Whew, yeah. So I'm stoked you guys are doing what you're doing and helping a lot of people. And I'm stoked to see how big the group is getting so quickly. So word's getting out, and you guys are putting out some great things, great experiences. Michael is saying, can we add a bronze star to the patch, almost like a ribbon we wear in the service?
That's my guy.
We're gonna stitch Mike's on.
Yeah, we're gonna stitch his on.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
We're gonna get him like a real patch. You know what I mean? He's the one that we were telling you about with that stick in his leg.
We just gotta stick it in him.
Golly, no kidding. That's crazy. Can we see that? Is that on Instagram? Can you see that?
It is. It's on one of the posts.
Okay,
it should be pretty. Should be to the top because it was just like last weekend, right, or weekend before last.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago at Greer. I'm not sure if you can pull up the page.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up the page here. While I'm pulling that up, Bobby D is saying Tattoo is the leader of the XE spinoff sector. He smashed Hills today.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tattoo, huh?
Tattoo for Tattoo. Adam Mock is saying everything these guys are saying is so needed. Let's continue to speak openly about these issues. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's
Sure.
cool to see that you guys, obviously you're mountain bikers, you're men, you are, like you're tough. You guys are talking about this stuff where a lot of people in culture, it's not something that is talked about as much. What really helped elevate you? I know with the service side, 20 for you, Doc, is a ton. 22 a day is a ton. But how did you guys get over the stigma of, oh, depression, anxiety, that person's weak, to get out, ride, face it? If you need help, go get help. What helped you guys get over that stigma?
Like personally myself, just because I've dealt with all of that, and it's so real. How do I say it? Like it's more of like it's kind of normal now, you know what I mean? And that's the unfortunate part of it, where it's like you hear about it all the time in the veteran community, that it's kind of become normal, and that's not what we want, you know what I mean? Like these guys are our brothers and sisters out there, and they're doing this, and it's like it's not normal by any means, So that's kind of what's been out there. And then I myself, I'm not afraid to say, I've gone through through therapy and stuff like that, and that's definitely helped me out too.
Sure.
Years of seeing someone and talking one-on-one and just working my way to it. You know what I mean? I've been out of the military for 11 years now, but it's taken a long time to, more recent times where I was able to actually open up and stuff like that. So, I mean, all that's definitely helped me with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since I've known Freddie, I mean, we've had conversations on the subject, almost, when I met him the first day, we were in school together, and, he told me he was a Marine. And then, I told him I was a Navy corpsman with the Marines, and then that was that. And, we've had conversations on that. I've had to go to therapy myself. I was in Iraq 03 type stuff. So, when you talk about it, you take the stigma away. When you take the stigma away, you take the pressure away. You can have conversations on these things and how you're feeling and get it out. And me being in the medical background, I've always been taught that on the psychological aspect is you need to talk about it and get it out and get it off your chest and not push it down, and then form that community, be part of that community that can support you when, like, I can call Freddie any time of the day or night. And same with me, we've always told each other that. So, you have to be supportive and know that, people are going through stuff and care about that, and so that's where getting people outside, getting people, doing some athletics and being part of community. That's how you mitigate a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. So true.
And with the whole getting together and ride and providing that camaraderie for everybody. What's it called? Greg and I used to go to Johnny's Saloon in Huntington Beach, where they would host Johnny's Veteran Outreach. And so what they would do is they would shut down the bar and just allow veterans and friends in, provide food and drinks, and just kind of give you a place to connect with other veterans. And man, Greg and I have been there several times, and honestly, it helped me out, in terms of networking with other Marines and just talking or just anybody, any service members, any veterans. And just the way it made me feel, I was like, man, if we can do that with mountain biking too, that would be super cool. So that's kind of where that whole I don't know,
that whole
kind of came from.
Yeah. That's really cool. And with mountain biking, it's nice too, because sometimes if you're not ready to talk about something or to let somebody know you're hurting, just to be around a group and to jump on the mountain bike and have a freaking blast and challenge yourself and high fives at the end, that's the start. That's the start.
Yeah, a lot of people, if you're depressed and stuff, you don't think you have anything to look forward to, but then when you get in this community, you can be like, I'm gonna go ride next weekend, so I'm gonna be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go out with those cats, and I'm gonna go have a great time. And once you start getting that ball rolling, where you're like, I got things to live for, I got things to do, I want to, get me a nicer bike and be able to do the next jump and stuff like that, or whatever, but at least be out with these guys and do the thing. Then that, then it just propels itself, and you stay out, you stay positive, and
I want to chime in with something here. Some people go on these rides and they're like, well, dude, it's a little slow, and I'm like, dude, it's when you're on these rides, it's not about you. It's about sharing that experience. I mean, I'm having fun when I'm out with these guys, but sometimes, the slow guy kind of makes it slow. But you know what? You got to be there for that guy, because you're there for them. It's the shared experience that you're there for. It's bigger than you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, when you're out there having a blast, it's about the whole entire squad. And while you're waiting, sometimes it's a good time to just like take it in. You're outside. Take a look at those appreciation stations, as Tony would say, the outsider would say.
Yeah. Tony's great about that. Appreciation.
Yeah. which is so dope, right? And then for the boys, Nick and Anthony, and Matt, all family members too. Like, being a parent is also stressful. Like, tell me what it's like to look forward to jumping on that bike. So I know for me, I've got a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, and Saturday morning or whatever morning I'm able to get, I'm like, I can't get to the garage fast enough to get that bike,
Yeah.
What's it like for you guys to ride that stress off?
I mean, for me, it's nice. I mean, I love spending time with my kids and all that, but work and everyday life, it catches up to you, and everyone kind of needs that mental break from just kind of reality for a minute. And you just get out there and enjoy nature, have jokes. These guys out here are great people to ride with, and always find something to laugh about, or find some reason to take a stop for a minute. Hey, Tatsy, we're trying to catch our breath down here. Let's look at this.
Where the tow ropes at? Where the tow ropes at?
Something to like, it's definitely, it helps, even if you're not going through something mentally, it gives you that peace of mind, just being out there, and getting the freedom to enjoy nature and all that.
So true. How about you, Nick?
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to, my son, he's 13, and we're like the same skill level. He's out there killing it on the jump.
Super good.
Stuff, so we're always looking for just getting out there as much as we can.
Feels good. I feel like it makes us like better dads, to be able to get that time to ride with your bros, to ride with, the squad, male, female, whoever, and just have fun. You come back such a better person. You leave a lot of stuff on the trail when you go.
Sure.
Matt, how about you? How is it for you?
It's an opportunity to be present, really present with reality, what's going on. That downhill, like, I love climbing up, and I'm scared going down, but I love going down.
So true, man.
Times, but my worst thing is just going off a jump, man. Going off a jump, I fly through the air and I land, or I don't make the landing and I just fall off the bike. So no more jumps. But that feeling when you're present, when you're just flying, dude, when you're flying, doing the runs, feeling the trail, nothing like it. Nothing like it. Makes
so true. So true. You're right, Matt. It is like an act of meditation. You are present, man. You can't be thinking about an email while you're approaching the lip of a jump. You're just living in this moment. You are on. And man, we don't get enough of that. And it's so good to be able to get out and catch that. So good. Well said, bro.
Yeah.
Total focus. You have to be totally focused on what you're doing, or you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, literally. And you're making these right. And you're making these split-second decisions that literally are risk reward,
Yes.
And you're learning from that. And then that actually spills off into life when you're out there in your life. Like, why does this seem familiar? Oh, damn, I've been doing that all weekend long, So it helps with things going on in the quote unquote real world too. Which is awesome. Man, I love what you guys said about that. Want to just catch up real quick on the chats. We have a lot of folks who chimed in. Some of that went deep when we were talking about some of the things. We have Timothy Haley here says, best way to get us to open up about this stuff is to put him with others who have gone through the same.
Yeah.
Eric Robles says part of the healing process, just getting out there talking about it.
Absolutely.
Isaiah, who's in the Marine, says a lot of people try to normalize struggling, in quotes, as something you just need to get over it. But we need to come together and normalize getting help and surrounding
Yeah.
yourself with people. There you
Yeah,
go.
absolutely. Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. Adam Mock seconds that right there with Isaiah. Michael Shelby says these guys will talk to you about anything you're going through and pull you out of it. That's a fact. I've talked to a few of them a few times about getting stuff off my chest and some thoughts.
Yeah.
Man, this is
Yeah,
good, man.
Mike and I will chat. I mean, a couple times a week. You know, I'll check on him. He'll check on me, and then we'll do it like that. I mean, it's not just us too. You know, like a lot of the guys in the group will do that. You know, these two will hang out all the time. You know what I mean? Everybody's just connecting and just making sure everybody's cool. You know, and that's a big thing. Just not only on the trail, but like everyday life as well.
That's huge. If I was talking to Michael, I'd grab the phone and be like, "Yo, Mike, did that hurt, man? With the stick in your leg? It had to hurt, right? You still never went down."
Yeah, you got to show the stick still. That's
yeah. We got to get that up there. Isaiah Bernstein says a lot of Marines that I've talked to think that talking to a psychologist will ruin your career. I've been seeing one for years, and I'm 7 years in.
Yeah. I mean, when I got out, I said absolutely nothing. I just wanted to get out. You know what I mean? So I got out. I said nothing for 9 years after I got out. You know what I mean? Like I just held it in. So yeah, it's just one of those things where if I had maybe a group like Bomber Crew at the time, you know what I mean? I would have seen somebody before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great, man. That's a great way to say that too. That's and that's helps your mission as well, is like you're there, man. And anyone's welcome to come out and ride with you guys for a multitude of reasons, but the mission's there and strong. Adam Mock says one more day can make all the difference.
It can.
And
totally.
yeah, it's
100%.
totally true. Totally true.
You feel one way one day, and sorry to cut you off. You feel one way one day, and the next day you can feel 100%, 100% better. So yeah, it's true. One day can make that difference.
Yeah, that's awesome. And if you guys get to know Adam Mock's story, his one more day, I think that was April 11th. He woke up, or that evening he was going to. I'll let Adam tell the story, but his one more day literally helped us all with what he does today for a lot of things. So yeah, one more day can mean a lot. Emmanuel says, since riding with the Bomber Crew, I've been on a better place mentally due to the positiveness of the group. Dang.
Awesome.
Dang.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, that's worth it all right there, right, guys? Just making that impact, that positive impact on folks. All right, I'm going to head into the Instagram. We're going to find this stick, Mr. Mike. You are going to go on blast. I'm just going to assume you're okay with this because the crew's saying,
Michael Sylvie's a beast. He's cool. Okay. Very cool.
All right, so I got it here on the post as I'm scrolling down. Let me know where it's at, you guys, as I'm scrolling.
Let me see here. Keep going. Keep scrolling.
Got it.
We got a lot of posts up there.
Yeah.
Where is it? All right, stop right there. You see the group picture in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah, hit that.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are queasy with things like jeez, my God.
He's a beast, man.
You didn't even get to finish your warning. It's just bam,
bro. I got to give this a like right now. I'm liking that right now.
I think there might be another picture of this.
Holy crap. I'm going to scroll. Okay. Even Instagram is saying sensitive content. This photo contains graphic. All right, guys, we're going in. Shall we go see?
I wish I was there.
Let's see why.
I wish I was there. I probably would have just pulled it out.
Oh dang! Oh, did he try to pull that out a little bit? Why is it sticking out so much more?
That's how big it was, and the part that was in the way was pretty big too. I think there might be a picture of it once it was out.
Oh my God!
Close.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's him.
Oh damn! What's up, Michael? I see you there, buddy. Did he pull that out on the side road and then went to the
No,
hospital?
no. We drove. Tattoo and I drove him to the ER, and we let them take care of it. We don't want to cause a a bleeder or something where you could potentially let out on the trail. We just wanted we don't wanted him to be good, and we decided to leave it in and took him down to the ER.
Oh, I see. He's got that right there.
Which
for
is
the
what
IV.
you should do.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. Don't pull anything out of your leg. You can totally.
You're not supposed to remove impaled objects. That is exactly what you should do.
The professionals do.
But bro, he came back and he is on his bike.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
He's at the garden right there. He's back.
He totally
back.
came back and
Next slide.
cruised around.
Oh boy.
Is there a next slide or is that it?
I think there's a next slide.
Oh, is
no,
this
that-
where it happened?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, that was it.
Let's drop it into double D right there. Good grief. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys, for the folks that are listening on iTunes or on Spotify, go to Bomber Crew's Instagram and check out their Greer group ride. It's the second picture. And you'll see what it is. A normal MTB here is like, wow, dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Timothy Haley saying, just a flesh wound, rub some dirt on it and drink water.
Take some Motrin.
Oh, there you go.
The stick that they actually pulled out though, man, I think I don't know, I think either Mike posted or Fred posted it in one of our stories. That thing's like 4.5 inches long, man. That was a long piece of wood in this leg.
Yeah, so the same amount that's sticking out was inside of his leg.
Oh, was it? I probably would have taken out that.
Tell the story. What trail was it? What happened?
Oh man,
Or you guys
I don't even know what trail we're on. Maybe Tattoo knows what trail we were on when that
I
happened.
don't know the name of the trail, but it's the one that's going up towards the radio tower.
Okay, so it's either Monk Dog or Break Ride or one of those.
Yeah, it was like a little rocky single track, and we're going up.
Okay.
And he was clipped in, and he just lost his balance and kind of fell off the cliff. And I was right behind him. He fell off the cliff. His bike's on top of him, and I'm just like, holy crap, he fell off the cliff. That's bad as it was already. So I get down there and I'm getting his bike off of him, and then and he did this weird little flip to try to get back on his feet, and he's like, "Hey, Freddie, check this out!" And he just puts his leg up, and he's got the stick sticking out. I'm like, "Oh, dude!" I wasn't gross sad or anything, but I was just like, "Oh man, you got a stick in your leg," yeah, it was gnarly.
And he still continued to climb up, and he bombed down.
He walked. Yeah, he walked up. He limped up, but man, he made it all the way to the top where that tower's at. And then we got his bike up there, and we were able to ride all the way around, all the way back down, and got him back to the vehicle and off to the ER.
Dang.
Yeah,
Michael Selby, you are beast mode.
Oh man, that's
there he goes.
Michael says that's why I drive the 80 to 130 miles one way to ride with the great Bomber Crew.
He's a bad dude, man. We love having him part of our group for sure.
That is cool. Timothy Haley, who said just a minor flesh wound, he now is saying, "Damn, dude, that's a big stick." Oh man. Well, guys, I can't believe we're already up on an hour. I do want to make sure that we get things out for you guys. So this is the Bomber Crew. How can people reach out to you, ride with you, and tell us again the group ride that's coming up?
All right. So if you want to follow us and see all our rides, it's Bomber Crew MTB on Instagram. We also have a Facebook group, which is also Bomber Crew MTB. We are going to be doing that after Veterans Day ride on Sunday the 14th. We're going to have a few raffles, a lot of stuff that's going to be raffled off, some pretty cool stuff. All the money, that we make off of that is going to be donated to that same veteran outreach program that I talked about earlier for Johnny's Veteran Outreach in Huntington Beach. That's helped Greg and myself out. And yeah, what am I forgetting anything? Anybody else want to chime in? I'm kind of blanking out.
Just 8 a.m. 8 a.m. at Waterworks on the 14th, and we'll we're going to organize, you know, a ride up to Rage, and then maybe a little intermediate stuff down, you know, just down into Waterworks and stuff like that, and then just kind of session the whole place. And then I probably 11 or 12 will have the raffle. Well, like I said, we haven't really nailed down exactly what that's going to be, but a good 3-hour riding or so, and then we'll all get together and lick our wounds if we have them, have a little raffle, and
we're gonna have a
just
wheelie
hang out.
contest. So if you're good,
yeah,
if you're good
wheelie
at
contest.
wheeling, yeah, we're gonna have a little wheelie contest. So you know, a
Nice.
great prize for doing some wheelies. And then Tattoo had an idea of like some slow race. What's
The
tell 'em all
slow bike race.
Slow crawl.
Yeah, the slow
crawl,
slow
slow and
crawl.
smooth, butter crawl.
Yeah.
we'll do that.
That
What else?
Hey, guys, don't let us exit without saying something about Frank over at Laser Helmets either.
Absolutely.
Laser for sure. Yeah,
There it is.
absolutely.
So go
Yeah.
ahead,
Yeah,
Kat.
So
go ahead,
yeah,
Pat. Do it.
Frank
Yeah.
approached us and said, "Hey, you need sponsors. I'm really thrilled about this group," and he was really passionate about it. So he's ridden with us a few times and given us a few helmets as loaners and also raffle items. I don't know if for this particular one, if we're going to have helmets from him. He's done so much for us that we even said, "Hey, let's just buy helmets from him because he's done too much for us," you know? So
Yeah, we've already got some other shirts that are going to be raffled off. We might have a couple helmets. Yeah, that's my favorite shirt right there. It's got that little lowrider Impala with like a mountain bike on top. Yeah, I love that shirt right there. That thing is awesome.
that's pretty dope.
I'm buying that tomorrow. I'm
It's
going to
cool.
buy that tomorrow.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, so Frank's been a huge part of this since the beginning. Even before he knew who we were, even before our big ride, he just, without even knowing us, he was like, I love what you guys are all about, and I want to help. So you know, he like Tatsu said, he donated helmets to raffle off. If you come ride with us and you have a helmet that's falling apart, or you don't have a helmet, then we've got some loaner helmets from Laser that you can use for, you know, that day. You know, you use it, return it to us, we'll clean it up and disinfect it and make sure it's ready for the next guy.
Wow.
You know,
Cool.
so he's been a huge help. Also, we had a ride at Sky Park, and we were able to like raffle off like how many was it? Like I think he comped like 10 of us or something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Laser
Oh,
sponsored
yeah.
10 riders fully paid to ride Sky Park, which was super cool.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
huge. That's huge. Hey,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you brought that up about Sky Park too. Just if you're a active duty, I think if you're a veteran, I
Yeah.
think and double check me on this, folks, but I heard it that your admission is free from I think from Thursday throughout the weekend until well, I don't know if it's Thursday through Sunday, but double check. I did hear a blip about that Sky Park's opening their doors.
I did see that, and I think it starts on Veterans Day, and it goes for a few days after that.
That's pretty
Which
dope.
is super cool. Another thing that can help veterans out too is obviously Snow Valley is closed for now, you know, for bikers, but they do offer military and veterans 50% off on lift tickets. So not only for the bike season, but also for their you know, for their snow season. So 50% off if you're a veteran isn't a bad deal, you know.
That's a great deal. That's an awesome deal.
Yeah.
Dang. So for the folks that are, whether they're, you know, veterans in a dark place, or you're just a mom and dad and you're in a dark place, or you're a teenager or a kiddo and you're in a dark place, please reach out to the mountain bike community, your mountain bike community. There's a lot of stoke here. Obviously, you've seen what this group has done for this community and beyond. But if you are in the area, Fred or Doc or Nick or Anthony, Matt or Tatsu, where's the best place for someone to just reach out and say, what's up?
Bomber Crew.
Yeah, Bomber Crew, and you can DM us, and we'll one of us is checking that all the time. So, you know, we'll get back to you soon.
And also, you know, like on Instagram and Facebook, we all have our personal profiles too. So, I mean, you know, we post all over the place. So if you want to talk to anybody specifically, shoot us a DM. We're more than happy to talk to you. And, you know, we don't want everybody all up in your business. So if you've got something you just want to talk to us about, hey, you know what? You know, as long as you're not, you know, on the verge of like hurting yourself, you know, we'll talk to you. If you're at that point, we're gonna do everything possible to help you at that point. You know what I mean? Like that, we want to prevent anything like that. But if you're at that point and you call me or you message me and you're like, hey, like I'm at this point, it's 10 o'clock at night or whatever, you know, call me. You know what I mean? Like call me on via Facebook or whatever the case is. You know what I mean?
Make a pot of coffee and have a conversation.
Yeah. Well, we can talk. I mean, that's how it is. So yeah, if they want to DM any of us, you could, you know, the Bomber Crew page, you know, on Instagram, you can DM that. You know, I'm looking at it all the time. My wife gets mad at me because I'm always looking at it. But you know, I believe in the cause that much. You know what I mean? Where I'm constantly on there, and anytime somebody, you know, messages me, I try to be very quick to, like, you know, respond and stuff like that. So that's, yeah. I mean, you can even email us at bombercrewmtb at Yahoo. You know, we have that. I'll check that too. You know, so
there you go.
Yeah,
that is great. So awesome group here, ladies and gentlemen. Great group ride coming up on Sunday. And boys, happy Veterans Week. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for
you can't forget. I'm sorry, you can't forget the Marine Corps birthday on the 10th. That's
on the 10th.
There you go. Yeah. Marine Corps birthday on the 10th. I'm sure that Isaiah Bernstein must have put that in here somewhere. Happy birthday, Marine Corps on the 10th.
Yeah.
But thank you to all the service members for everything you've done for our country. And thank you to the Bomber Crew for what you're doing for folks that are in dark places and just need to get out and have fun. Just, get out and have fun. Great squad. Reach out to them on Instagram. In closing, is there anything that anybody wanted to add to this to put an icing on the cake?
Just want to thank you for having us on your show and putting us out there and really giving us this platform. We really appreciate you doing that for us. And this has been fun. I'm glad I was a part of it. Thanks. Hey, what's up, Steven? What's up, Dad?
Hey, Steven, what's up?
Steven, that's Nick's son. That's Nick's son.
Hey, there you go. So Steven, your dad was saying you're almost gonna pass him, but you won't. But you know, we all know the truth, Steven. We all know the truth.
Changing lives for the better.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. I'd love to have you guys back on the podcast. I hope that the group ride on Sunday goes big. Anybody who's in the area,
we're gonna have a great time.
That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Spitfire
come
Waterworks.
and introduce yourself. Come walk up, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. I mean, I'm bad with names as it is, but I'll remember your face. So come out, introduce yourself, you know, and just, you know, and if any veteran is watching this and they're just sitting there, you know, thinking bad thoughts or they're afraid to come out, you know, everybody, you know, is shy or whatever the case is, just come out, say what's up,
come out, and have some fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes.
That's good. Yeah. Come out, have fun. Orange County. If you guys are somewhere in Orange County, close to Orange County, it's definitely worth the ride. Those trails are awesome. Spitfire, Waterworks. This crew is great. They're going to have a raffle. And special shout out to Laser Helmets and Laser Apparel for sponsoring you guys. That is so good. Tokyo Automotive right
Tokyo
there
Automotive.
with Tatsu. Tokyo Automotive.
And have a good time in Sedona on your trip. Enjoy it.
Thank you guys. It's going to be a blast. I look forward to having you guys on soon. I'll be watching the Instagrams. I can't wait to see what that group ride looks like.
Awesome.
Frank or Fred, Greg, Nick, Anthony, Tatsu, and Matt. Thank you guys for being on the podcast.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
really
it.
Thanks for having us, man. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Later.
You.
Awesome.
Let's change some lives for the better.